Dan Larson here, and I have stepped away from the photo booth to focus the camera on the background shelves. It's all the stuff that's in frame behind me in our regular non-booth videos. It's usually out of focus and it can be hard to make out what everything is. Sometimes we change the walls seasonally, as in this case, a Halloween-themed batch of stuff for the month of October. Sometimes it's related to a specific video, like the 10 best glow-in-the-dark figures video, but most of the time it's just because I got bored with what's there and decided to switch it all out. I'm not going to necessarily go through and name every figure that appears on screen, even though I could. If you have any questions about who or what something is, just ask in the comments. There aren't really any rules as to what gets included on the Halloween shelf. I try to keep it to stuff that has some remote relation to being spooky or scary or in some way related to the motifs of the season. If a figure has a skull or a skeleton-inspired design, there's a very good chance it's going to make that wall. Man-Bat on the wall. Batman on the wall. Translucent, glow-in-the-dark on the wall. If you have ghost in your name, you're probably getting included. Black cats, lizards, giant bugs. Are you made out of snakes? Is your head a pumpkin? Are you the scary monster star of a horror franchise? Yeah, you're probably making the wall. The tough thing about this version of the wall every year is how dark it gets. Usually when I'm dressing this version of the wall, trying to figure out which, or any version of the wall, trying to figure out which figures or boxes or whatever I want to put there, I'm looking for bright colors, things that are going to look interesting in the background, all blurry. Inevitably, the Halloween wall is filled with lots of dark colors, so I have to offset it with lights so that the whole background doesn't turn into just one big black and dark blue and purple blur behind me. Of course, this isn't all of my spooky, scary Halloween-themed stuff. In fact, I'm just now realizing that I never took out my McFarlane Toys Nightmare Spawn figure, which is pretty much the epitome of scary monster Spawn figure. I've got lots of other monsters and figures and characters that would more than qualify for inclusion. It really just comes down to the amount of time I give myself for the project and which figures I happen to grab first. Heck, some of this was on the wall before I set up the Halloween wall because it already worked. Skeletons, Skeletors, Freddy's, Headless Horseman, David Bowie, Wolfman, all of it works. And honestly, most of this stuff is stuff that, whether it's got anything to do with Halloween or not, it's all stuff that I like anyway as far as action figure collecting is concerned. This guy, whose name I can never remember, Heat Blast, I think. I bought him having nothing to do with Halloween, but he fits perfectly up here. So, like I said, you know, half this stuff stays out most of the year anyway. Half of it, we put it in a box for Halloween. Write Halloween on the box, bring it out, but, you know, Freddy could be out here. Any of these Nightmare Before Christmas pieces, they could be out here all year anyway. It's all the kind of stuff that I like about action figures anyway. It's just neat to see it all focused in one place for 30 days out of the year anyway. That's the Halloween wall. Hopefully it helps you pick out some of the stuff that's been in the background that you've been staring at, scratching your head, wondering what that black blur is up against that black, gray, and brown blur. It's all cool stuff. It's all fun stuff. But anyway, hit like, hit subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Thank you very much to those of you who are. Wave to all our Patreon supporters as their names scroll by. Head over to patreon.com/toygalaxy if you want to join them. Thanks for watching. Later.